Is it some devil that crawls inside of you?
Holy shit. Hey folks, this is the Bad Etiquette Podcast. Oh damn, there goes the YouTube sponsorship right there. Can't cuss in the first like 30 seconds or something? Something like that? I don't know. It doesn't matter. No one's watching the YouTube videos. It's just the logo with audio. It's just like a podcast, but instead of being mobile with it, you have to be wherever you're watching a YouTube video. I forget people watch YouTube videos on their phones and they can just walk around, but like you can't even close the YouTube app and listen to the music or the sound in the video. So if you watch my podcast on YouTube, you're a saint. And I know no one does. They give you these things called analytics, and most people turn all of my podcasts off 15 minutes in. Now, I don't know how long you guys listen to my podcasts on like iTunes or Spotify. I don't get those analytics, but I know for a fact that people do not watch the YouTube. But maybe they'll watch after this. I'm here just to promote my YouTube page. Might be just Dallas Bronson, actually. I don't even know the name of it. Here, let's get some fucking professionalism here. Whew. I am so tired, man. I fucking went and hit up 3 different skate parks with my friend Will from Lompoc. He came down, visited, got some great shredding in, focused my board. For those of you who are civilians, focusing a board's when you lose your shit and you just snap your skateboard. You just break it. I told Kylie I broke my skateboard. I didn't tell her how. But I was over it. It was done. It was an old board, you know. I'd had it a long time. I'd had it like most of the pandemic. I think it was like one of the few major. What was I doing? The YouTube? Yeah. The YouTubes? I'm so close to just being like an old fucking man. Who's Frank von Hippel? Anyways, I'm so close to just being like a boomer with all technology. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so yeah, I've my YouTube channel name is literally just Dallas Bronson. It's just me with headphones and a dumb look on my face and a fucking microphone in front of my mouth. Now, that was back. That picture was actually taken by Jonathan Lopez, the wonderful sound engineer and man behind the curtain of this podcast. So shout out to J-Lo, always keeping it together, who's still doing my podcast, even though I live nowhere near him and may never see him in person ever again. He fucking took these awesome promo pictures of me in my bedroom. Well, my studio, but my studio bedroom studio, you know. Back when I had like a table with like guests and there's a chair. I had a big ass room. Especially, I guess if there was just one person in this bedroom, it'd still be pretty big. If I could fit like a fucking whole table in here. Here's the thing. I'm laying in bed right now. I'm laying in my non-marital dating bed right now. This is amazing. I wish I could have done this all of the time. I would have had guests in my bed, but I don't know. That doesn't sound right. That sounds like I'm asking to be Me Too'd in the future. How many people are really going to put up with that? The first female guest I'd have over, and I was like, hey, you want to come over to my podcast? It's upstairs in my bedroom alone, in my bed with me. And you hold this big phallic-shaped thing up to your face, and we try not to talk about the sexual tension in the room. Yeah, that would have went over real well. You know what? Actually, I think I'm full of shit. I think some of you guys watch my fucking videos. I got some fucking views on YouTube that I didn't know I had. Wow, guys, thank you. I don't even know. There's certain episodes I don't know how they got so many views, but thank you. Oh, my first, man, you guys are beautiful. Thank you for enjoying the Bad Etiquette podcast on YouTube. Let's see here. Where do I begin? It's been a while since I've had to do a solo one, like, confidently. So, guess I'm just gonna be insecure the whole time. I'm a little concerned about having guests here, because I don't really know people around here. I mean, I have my friends who moved down from the Central Coast that live down here, but I can't just. That's three of them. That's three people. I will have three people, and that's it. And then it's just like, well, that's 3 weeks gone right there. If I had one each week, or they just immediately be repeating guests. Kylie's definitely going to be playing a bigger role in the podcast, just because I'm going to force her. She's going to be my little slave. But yeah, no, she actually came up to me with the idea. She's like, if you ever want me to, ruin your podcast for you and take it over. Oh, no, she's excited to be a part of the podcast, and I'm excited to have her. I'm excited to have some backup, maybe a co-host, maybe get another chair in here. Maybe we just do a podcast. I don't know. This podcast is a fucking just a chronicle of my fucking life and trying to navigate how to be a better person and say the wrong thing at the right time. That's all it is. That's all it is. And if sometimes that means we gotta have the wife in here, we just, gotta accept it. And it's part of it. It's beautiful. She's not my wife. I didn't get married. I would have invited you all, except you, maybe, but you know who you are. The coffee sips are back, bitch. Oh yeah, that's another thing. As you guys may have heard in the last episode, we gotta be quiet in this fucking apartment. I can't just shout and yell and scream and have outbursts. I mean, I'm sure I can because it's daytime, and what are they gonna do? It's a lot less obvious where noise is coming from during the day because everyone's out and about making noise. But nighttime, it's very obvious who it is and where it's coming from, and it's usually our apartment. The whole fucking point. Yeah, coffee sit. As soon as I moved here, I started, eating a little healthier and drinking a little healthier and cutting things out that I would usually have. So there's been a lot less sugar. I don't use like sugary coffee creamer anymore. That's gone, completely done with. I was always trying to phase that out anyways, trying to find like one with like less sugar or like no sugar, and then people tell me, oh, no sugar is unhealthy. And I'm like, well, sugar causes all the cancer. So what do you mean? Like, how's that unhealthy? I don't get it. But turns out I'm neither a nutritionist nor is anyone else telling me how to live. So I fucking... was doing the poll, not the poll, but the questionnaire on the Instagram page, and I asked you guys what kind of vitamins and supplements you take, and a lot of you said collagen, and I was like, collagen. I know what collagen is. I know that it's like a supplement of some sort, but it was always a bad word to me because growing up, collagen was like, that meant like plastic surgery. That was like E! Channel, VH1, like gross people doing bad things to their skin, Like, I thought collagen was like bad plastic surgery. Like, this just meant like, oh, I got collagen lip injections. And they look like a fucking lizard. That fucking reptile face. Whatever the fuck it is. You know who has that face? Paris Hilton's mom. Paris Hilton is still... chef's kiss. Bomb. Beautiful. I just watched the Paris Hilton documentary. I think it's called the Paris Hilton documentary. On YouTube with Kylie last night. That poor girl. I have no reason to dislike Paris Hilton. I feel like if I've ever said anything bad about her, Well, it really doesn't fucking matter because she's like a bajillionaire. I don't think she gives a shit. But I like her more as the years go on. That's for sure. Perez Hilton, I hope dies in a car accident. That's different. But, and maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I'm just working off old feelings about Perez Hilton. So, hard to say. Dallas, it's not nice. You can't wish people to die in car accidents. That's not okay. Don't say things like that. Why would you say that? All right, fine. I hope I take that back. I hope Perez Hilton is he even around anymore? Did he like fully transition into being a full-blown bitch now? Where'd he go? All right, let's Google Perez Hilton. I can't believe I'm giving any airtime to this fat fuck. Yuck, is that what he looks like? The fuck is the matter with him? His real name's Mario Armando Lavandiera Jr., known professionally as Perez Hilton, is an American blogger, columnist. I thought I said communist. I was like, of course he is. Look at this pink hair. And media personality. His blog, PerezHilton.com, is known for posts covering gossip items about celebrities. Hilton is also known for posting tabloid photos over which he has added his own captions or doodles. He's 42. Perez Hilton. Where the fuck did that page 666. Is that what? I think they mentioned his pay in the Paris Hilton documentary. God, this is kind of pathetic. I mean, he's more successful than I am, but he's also twice my age. In addition to his blogging, Hilton has written 4 books. Yeah, right. Written 4 books. Yeah, that's like, I doubt he's written 4 books. Like, I guess if you put all the texts that I've ever sent together, I've technically written a whole fucking Game of Thrones series, you know, which my friend Michael has read all of twice, I think. I don't know, twice? Or he's told me twice a day since I've known him. He's told me. Let's see. What even is this fucker doing? I need to know. I need to know that his life isn't going as good as it could. Civil litigation. That's not good. Sex tape bullshit. Australia Music Video Awards. Outing celebrities. Oh, he's one of those assholes. Damn. So what? He outed Lance Bass, Neil Patrick Harris. Yeah, we had no idea. Wow, Jesus. Okay, so he just sucks. Controversy. I just got to the controversy tab on Perez Hilton's Wikipedia. Hilton served as a judge for the... So what's the problem? Okay. Where is... Yuck. Okay. I mean, honestly, like, he hasn't said anything worse than, like, my favorite comedians have said, so I don't give a shit. Michael Jackson's death. Miley Cyrus upskirt picture allegedly showed the singer without underpants. Since Cyrus is still underage at the time, the questions were raised as to whether or not child pornography charges should be raised. Yeah. Fucking Perez responded to the accusation by claiming that the controversy was fake and that Cyrus did wear underwear in the photo in question. Gross. I don't even know why I read that. I should have stopped reading as soon as it said she was underage. I'm a fucking sick fuck. Miley Cyrus is just hot now. So when someone said upskirt picture, I was like, now? What about now? Hello? Like her mullet right now? Do you think her pussy has a mullet? Like bleach blonde mullet right now? Anti-bullying campaign. This is under the fucking controversy? What is the problem? What is this guy? Where's his personal life? What's this guy doing? Moved to Manhattan. Had a child. Donor egg. Criticism He hopes his son is heterosexual because it would be easier than being homosexual. Well, he knows from personal experience what's the problem. He claimed he would not sign his son up for dance class if requested because dance class might make his kid gay. I don't know. I think Perez Hilton's all right. He's a fucking hideous dog ugly, but geez. Wait, where is that him? Why does it look like he got his nose cut off? He kind of looks like Red Skull, but like with white skin. I can't tell which one's Perez Hilton because this is looks like a fat Mexican kid, and then this one looks like a fucking a Milo Yiannopoulos ripoff, and then this one looks like fucking. He has a mustache. Yuck. Mustaches are for like straight men. Except my friend Dane. Anyone can have a mustache, guys. Hitler had a mustache. Come on. You think it matters? Hitler was gay. That fucking comb over. Ew, is that his body? Yuck. All right, I'm done with Perez Hilton. Anyways, like I was saying, I asked you guys about the fucking collagen, or vitamin supplements, and you guys were all saying collagen. And then I was at Trader Jose's, as the media hates now. Not the media. What am I saying? What am I just trying to fucking incite shit? I was at Trader Homo's, and I was in like the supplement section because I was like, let's see what these fucking hippies have here. Maybe they have some like tainted supplements that have like some fucking designer steroids in them or something. And I saw collagen, and it was like a powder, and it was like chocolate flavored and had MCT oil in it, which I was putting MCT oil in my coffee every fucking day anyways. It makes you shit. I know I've said this, but for those of you who don't know, MCT oil, fantastic addition to coffee. It's just made out of like coconut oil, makes you shit. It's great. It's like it's like a perfect laxative because it doesn't like ruin your stomach in the way that makes you feel. And it's healthy fats, and it's good for brain health. And I don't know, collagen is even better because it comes from animals. Here, let's go to the kitchen. Let's go see what the fuck I'm using. All right, going out of the bed. Here we go. I better lock this thing. There we go. Still got. Okay, cool. Sorry. Long time, first time. Okay. Into the kitchen. Here we go. Onto the counter. All right. Oh, fuck. It's on the other side. Let's not. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it's literally called keto collagen. You know those fucking annoying keto people? Well, I'm not one of them. I like, bread sometimes. Yeah, keto collagen with MCTs from coconut oil. It's gluten-free and dairy-free, but it's made from grass-fed cows. So dairy-free is like saying, oh, my dead aunt, yeah, she's life-free. She's like, it doesn't make sense. It's like, yeah, but she's dead. Like, oh, this is dairy free, but it's from the cow that produces the dairy. It's just, they just wanted an extra like little signally, like it's literally called superior source. If that's not some like white supremacist cabal. Did you guys see that fucking headline that said like men stop working out? It's misogynistic or something. I don't know. I can't even pull it up right now. I can't even talk shit. It's probably some bullshit Perez Hilton wrote. Yeah, acacia gum, organic alkalized caca powder, natural chocolate flavor, and stevia leaf extract. Oh, those are the other ingredients. Where are the regular ingredients? Is this not collagen not made out of like bovine balls or something? What is this? I don't even know. Collagen is the most abundant substance in the body and helps give structure to our hair, skin, nails, bones, ligaments, and tendons. And gosh, do I need that. You hear these fucking ankles cracking everywhere. When we get older, the production of collagen begins to slow down. Supplementing with collagen peptides or hydrolyzed collagen may help with the body's need for these building blocks. So yeah, collagen is, I think it's literally made out of fucking like bovine knee joints or something. But it is so fucking good. Guys, you guys were so right. I put a scoop of this in my coffee in the morning. That's what I was slurping over there before I got on a tangent about Perez Hilton's fat, somehow skinny ass. I don't know. When I was a kid, Perez Hilton was like a chunky, pink-haired, fat Mexican guy, but that's not the case. So I don't know. I don't know what he is. They is. Okay. I just woke up. If I say something reprehensible, I will take no responsibility for it. My coffee's cold. God damn it. This happens every time. You guys, you know this happens every time. We'll get there. Back to the kitchen. I have a lovely apartment. If I wasn't a freak about privacy, I would give you guys a tour, like virtually. I'd make a video and stuff, but you know how I am. That's not gonna happen. Not anytime soon, at least. Okay, let's. Everything I do, I think I'm just gonna end up knocking my expensive podcast recorder into the fucking dirt or something. You have dirt in your apartment? No. Shut up. There's sand. There's a lot of beach sand in my apartment. I'm just trying to refill my coffee here, okay? No collagen. No more collagen. I've had enough, right? Is that enough for today? I'm trying to refresh your coffee. I wish getting your coffee at home was as good as when you're at a diner. Remember, like, when diners were a fucking thing? And we could go out and have coffee late at night? I live near a Denny's that's like within like walking distance. And me and Kylie saw it and we're like, oh yeah, we can come here and like have fucking breakfast at 3 a.m. How cool is that? It closes at 10. This little asshole fake Denny's. Yeah, but refreshing your coffee at home is never as good as like when the waitress comes over. More coffee, fresh coffee. She has that fucking thing. Oh, how about when she runs out on someone else's coffee at the table when she's refilling it, and she's like, "Oh, I'll get some fresh coffee. I'll be right back." And you're still waiting, and you're a little bummed because you're like, "Oh, I didn't get my coffee." They're enjoying their coffee, but you know you get that fresh shit coming. Yeah, I love that shit. That's the best. That's the fun. That's when she gets the big fat tip. Oh my goodness, guys. Listeners, bad listeners, my dear friends, I'm a lazy bitch. I am still in bed in my pajamas. It's like noon. Oh, it's 10:39. It's earlier than I thought it was. That's good. Fuck. I actually asked you guys a really important question to me. I asked if you could make someone watch any movie, what would it be? And you guys had some good answers. There's only a few answers, but I enjoyed them. First one was American Psycho. I love that movie. I have seen that movie so many times. And I actually responded to this one. I didn't mean to respond to them. I really just want to kind of bank them and talk about them on the podcast, give you guys some sort of incentive to listen. But so I could talk about you. American Psycho is such a good movie. The first time I watched American Psycho, I was 15 years old. I was at my sister's grandmother's house. We all have different dads, so we all have like different fraternal grandparents. Excuse me. That's for Hannah. She doesn't wipe and she's loud as fuck. She stinks. I watched it by myself late at night. Everyone was like sleeping in their own rooms at this house, and it was in the middle of nowhere. It was like these outskirts of Bakersfield, this little town with less than 100 people. I'm not even joking you. Like, there's a population sign. It's like population 70. It's just a couple ranches out there and like a fire station and like a general store. It's so cool. If it wasn't that close to Bakersfield, I would go live out there just for the fucking heck of it. I was staying at, I don't even know why I was out there, but I was staying at her grandmother's house with her and my mom and brother-in-law, John, rest his soul. And American Psycho was on, and I had never actually seen it, but I was really interested because, when you're a teenager, you hear cool things and you're like, I gotta start being cool myself. When does me getting cool happen? And I read that Corey Duffel, a professional skateboarder, I was reading this tour article in a Thrasher magazine, or maybe it's Transworld, but it really doesn't matter. Apparently before he goes to bed at night, he does like a ton of push-ups. Like, and in the article it says, Corey Duffel does like a ton of push-ups, like American Psycho. And I was like, that's weird. Like, you think he's crazy because he's doing push-ups like the killer? Because the American Psycho movie cover when I was a kid, when I was at the video store looking at VHSs and DVD cases, like, it's a very like dark kind of, it looks like an illustration of Patrick Bateman in a suit, handsome guy, eyes, blacked, and he just is holding a big knife, and that's it. And it's just like, how fucking, it didn't catch my eye the way like Fulci's Zombie, like, it wasn't like a fucking cover that captivated you where you're like, I need to fucking know what this is about. But I remember it because it was so boring. And it was on TV, and I started watching it, and holy shit. This was the first time I watched it. I thought like I was going to get in trouble, like by the grandmother, Jenny. Her name's Jenny. It doesn't matter. By my sister's grandma, or like someone in the house was going to like walk out and see me watching it. Mind you, I grew up without any censors on whatever I watched. My parents were drunks and openly smoked pot around me, and everyone in my house had some form of substance they liked. Like, it was there was no, like, me watching an R-rated movie was the least of my family's concern. They're like, Dallas, you're not drinking or doing drugs, you're doing great, go watch whatever the fuck you want. The only thing my mom like forbade me to watch when I was growing up, she wouldn't let me watch A Clockwork Orange. Doesn't make sense. One of my favorite movies of all time now. She goofed up. I didn't know what her problem was. I thought maybe it was the rape scene. No, the other rape scene. But American Psycho has like murder and rape and like fucking chainsaw. Oh, dude, it was awesome. And eventually, about a year or two later, maybe it was 2 years later, I was in a bookstore and I found Bret Easton Ellis's American Psycho, the book, the movie's based on, and it's this thick fucking like densely worded book. It's so what's the word I'm looking for? I bet the word's in the book. I have it in storage somewhere, but it was a thick book, and I used to wear skinny jeans, so for a fat kid. I stole this book from Phoenix Books in San Luis Obispo. I popped it right in my fucking front of my trousers there. I put my shirt over it, and I remember I was so sweaty that like my ball sweat, like my front sweat, like that like patch, where everyone's pubic hair grows, like that sweat was getting on it, and I didn't even know. But I like kind of like fucking messed up the book cover. Still to this day, if you're ever in my house and you see American Psycho on the shelf, I stole that, put it in my balls, and fucking got it. I rescued it. I was a little bastard back then. I used to shoplift a lot, and the only reason I shoplifted from that bookstore is because I know like they get a lot of books for free. I don't know. I made some sort of moral justification for stealing a book, but I did it, and it was great, and I had a good time. And I loved that book. And at one point, I actually was reading it in high school. And for one of my classes, we had to do a weekly summary of what part of a book we were reading. And I remember I was at a continuation high school, so I had to just roll with it because they called us all by our first names or dumbass or shut the fuck up. Those were the three names we got at the continuation school. Greatest school I ever went to. Maple High School, Lopez High School, continuation high schools are the best. If my kid turns out to be a phoebe like me, he's going to a fucking continuation high school. And yes, it's going to be a boy, because either it's going to be a boy or it's going to be a girl, and I'm going to fucking feed him a bunch of hormones, make him transition, so I have to have a boy. Make his clit into some rock-hard, mediocre-sized dick. Make his ovaries pop out and have become testicles on the outside. I don't think girls understand that. Like, balls outside, that's like if your ovaries were hanging out of your body, just covered by skin. That's what balls are. That's essentially like, that's our sex organ. I went to continuation high school. You can't take any of this seriously. That's our sex organ. They're just outside our body. Our penis is just an inverted, just a prolapsed vagina. That's all that is. Like, the cells are like, what gender is this gonna be when they're in the womb, and then they go inside girl, outside boy, inside, outside girl. Ooh, add the nipples just in case. Inside, outside. Ooh, it's a boy outside. And then the fucking ovaries are outside, and the vagina's prolapsed, and that's a penis. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So I actually had to write a summary of the book, of which part I was reading, and I was reading the part of the book where Patrick Bateman has this woman's body in his living room or somewhere, in his house, in his apartment, his nice apartment. And there's a rat eating outside, like crawls into this woman's vagina and eats out of her vagina, like eats a hole outside of her vagina. Like, it was fucking crazy. And I think in the same chapter, he's literally carrying around this woman's hollowed out head, and he was fucking it. And like American Psycho's a gnarly book. So the movie's so tame, it's hilarious that I was ever concerned that I was going to get in trouble for watching it. So, all right. Then the next movie was Thankskilling. This is a real movie. I don't think it's real, but it is real. I think it was one of those movies that they made a parody trailer for, and then they actually ended up making it. It might be an Eli Reed? It's not Eli Reed. He's a skateboarder. Eli Roth film. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before about the whole gender thing just now, probably. Yeah, what movies did he do? You guys know Eli Roth. He did Hostel, Green Inferno, Cabin Fever, Knock Knock, Hostel Part 2. He was the Bear Jew in Inglourious Bastards. You guys know. Death Wish, the Bruce Willis remake. That was great. I loved that. Grindhouse. Was he just in the Grindhouse? Piranha, The Sacrament. God, I've seen a lot of his movies. I love Eli Roth. I wanted to be the next Eli Roth for a whole year. It was maybe he didn't have anything to do with Thankskilling. Why don't I just Google Thankskilling? Listen, I don't want to watch this movie. It looks fucking stupid. But I would watch it if I was high as fuck. I just Googled Thankskilling and Thanksgiving popped up. It's Thursday, November 26th this year, but that's also probably canceled. Cancel culture got so serious they canceled 2020. It's not happening. Nothing's happening. They're like, that's it. There's too many people saying retard and faggot, and too many people squeezing butts in photos. Bring on the disease. They're all dead. Bring on the virus. Kill grandparents. That'll show them. Not my grandma, though. Okay. What is it called? Thankskilling. Fucking stupid fucking movie. Probably so fucking dumb. Thanksgiving Eli Roth. No, Thankskilling. What is the problem? Thankskilling. There it is. I clicked it. Okay. There's a sequel? They fucked up. Thankskilling came out in 2008. American slasher film. Okay. Written, directed by Jordan Downey. That's not Eli Roth Dallas, you dumb motherfucker. Someone named Wanda Lust. Is Wanda Lust not a porn star? I bet you. Who is that? Starring Wanda Lust, Chuck Lamb. There's only one actor here with a Wikipedia page. Wanda Lust? Oh, I get it. Like Wanderlust, like that fucking thing white girls claim to have, but they're really just mentally ill. Wanda Lust. Got it. I just want to wander. Fucking annoying. Wanda Lust. Not a porn star. Oh, yes, she is. That's what I was saying. Look at those fucking knockies, dude. She has some fucking jugs. I mean, she's old, but is she like really? Here, Wanda Lust naked. Gotta delete. Oh, yeah, she's fucking getting piped by a black cock right there. Got it. So, Wanda Lust, porn star. Moving on from Thankskilling. Not gonna watch it unless I'm high. The next one, ironically, is Civil War on Drugs. Civil War on Drugs. It is the best movie. One of the greatest historical documentaries, reenactment films that has ever happened. It's a period piece about the Civil War on drugs, and basically how there's the real reason that the Civil War happened wasn't even not because slavery. That was like an afterthought, but no, drugs. Yeah. So did you hear my stomach just now? It just went ow. Every time I say something reprehensible, my stomach goes no. You should see when I'm drunk. It's literally just like okay. Civil War on Drugs. Let me give you a better description of it. It's a historical drama. It's amazing. I mean, what else? What more do you want? It's a historical drama made to document the journey to legalize marijuana during the war between the states. This was the real reason the Civil War was fought. There's still slavery. They didn't even stop that. It's just mass incarceration in the federal penitentiary system. That's still slavery. Slaves still exist. This shit was about weed. And then okay, moving on to the next movie. If you guys don't know what Civil War on Drugs is, just look it up and stop sucking my dick. Empire Records. Is Empire Records the other Almost Famous? Is that what that is? What the fuck is Empire Records? Is that a real record company? Or is this what's that movie with what's his face? The John Cusack. What movie is that? Oh, I've seen this cover before. Joe runs Empire Records, an independent Delaware store that employs a tight-knit group of music-savvy youths. Hearing that the shop may be sold to a big chain, slacker employee Lucas Rory Cochran, I fucking love that guy, bets a chunk of the store's money, hoping to get a big return. When the plan fails, Empire Records falls into serious trouble, and the various other clerks, including lovely Corey, Liv Tyler, Bomb, and gloomy Deb, I don't know who Robin Tunney is, must deal with the problem, among many other issues. Wow, came out the year I was born. That's how old I am. That's how young I am. The person that suggested this was probably like 12 when this came out. Liv Tyler, Robin Tunney. I know Robin Tunney. She's cute. Ethan Embry. I think he's dead. Right? Ethan Embry? He's not dead. Where do I know him from? It doesn't matter. Cool. Yeah. Renee Zellweger's in there. You know, I have the same birthday as Renee Zellweger, and I didn't get plastic surgery, so I'm not trying to shame her. She looks great. Oh no, I got the fucking COVID. Oh no. Empire Records. I'll watch that. That sounds good. You seem if you'd make anyone watch it and this is the movie you'd watch, like make them watch, like I think it's worth a shot. I'd check Empire Records out. So thanks for the suggestion. Thanks for, providing. Now on to my next one. This one is a movie I actually tried to watch, but it was just not terribly, I don't know what the word is. I don't know. The next movie is Apocalypto. Apocalypto? I've tried to watch this. I love Mel Gibson. He's a handsome fella. Mad Max, Lethal Weapon, doing the first triangle submission in a movie in the 1980s, doing jujitsu before even anyone knew what jujitsu was. Yeah. Like Mel Gibson has had a perfectly untainted, unbumpy career. So what's the problem? The Mayan kingdom is at the height of its opulence and power, but the foundations of the empire are beginning to crumble. The leaders believe they must build more temples and sacrifice more people or their crops and citizens will die. Jaguar Paw, a peaceful hunter in a remote tribe, is captured along with his entire village in a raid. He is scheduled for a ritual sacrifice until he makes a daring escape and tries to make it back to his pregnant wife and son. So yeah, I tried watching this movie. It wasn't bad. I just couldn't continue watching it anymore. I was just like, I'm good. It just wasn't as interesting as I thought it was going to be. Because this movie, like, no one shut the fuck up about this when it came out. I was annoyed. I was like, gosh, can someone shut up? Can someone, like, cancel Mel Gibson? And then it turns out. But I'll give it a watch. I'll try to give it another go. It was compelling as I watched it. I guess the hard thing is watching Apocalypto just makes me want to watch The Green Inferno, which is so not the same movie. I mean, they're both tribes, but one's a tribe in meeting modern day people, and Apocalypto is just. Here's the thing: I thought Apocalypto was going to be like this native tribe meets. What's his name? The Conqueror, Cortez or something, Conquistador. But I don't think that's what it is. I don't think he shows up at all. I don't think it has anything to do with white people. See, that's what a microaggression is. Oh, I didn't watch it because no white people showed up at the end to save them by killing their whole family. There's not a single white person in this movie. This is actually a fucking perfect movie. It's a perfectly intact movie. The only problem with Apocalypto is that Mel Gibson made it and people don't like him. Or the Jews don't like him. I don't know. I like a good Mel Gibson film, but maybe he said some bad things about Jews. I never heard the tape. And then this one, I know this is along the next movie here. This is along the same lines as Thankskilling. I will never understand. I'm just going to stop right here. I will never understand the like genre of my friends that just love smoking weed or just like getting high. Like, I don't know. There's like a component to what movies they just love. Just, oh, you gotta watch it. It's so funny. Die Hard, hilarious. Just won't shut up about it. And this is right in the same genre. I will never get it. I'm not a film snob or buff. I like bad movies, but this is the same one. This is a movie called Rubber. It's about a tire. And it's just like, I don't want to watch a movie about a tire. The fucking whole point of the movie, like the novelty of the tire causing all this mayhem, or the novelty of the Thanksgiving turkey causing all this mayhem, wears off as soon as I'm done reading the fucking plot or the synopsis or the whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's not like is funny, or like what's the other one? Hobo with a Shotgun. There's like this strange genre of like B movies that my friends saw when we were growing up, and like that's just like their shit. They just love getting high and watching like movies like that. And I just don't get it. I'm like, what? Why? You know what movie you should have an edible and watch? Uncut Gems. Holy shit. talk to me when you fucking go too deep on an edible, watch Cold in July, and have to listen to a man watch his son on a video beat a hooker to death with a baseball bat. Okay? Then fucking talk to me, okay? Watch Green Room high as ball. Go watch a fucking fucked up movie high. Tell me how funny Rubber is after that. I'm not watching Rubber. Sounds stupid. And then next one, Wolf of Wall Street. I'd watch this movie every day of my life if I could. That was one of the first. There's a few movies where you watch the first time and you go, that was amazing. I want to watch it again. I watched Wolf of Wall Street 3 times in 1 week when it came out. Not even when it came out. I pirated it, watched it for free on my laptop, watched it with a friend somewhere else at his house, and then watched it at a girl's house that I was seeing. And like, that was just fucking like, I watched that movie everywhere. I watched it with a friend, with a girl, and by myself. I fucking loved Wolf of Wall Street. There's up until a certain point in that movie, I want to be Jordan Belfort in that movie. It's amazing. You know, I have zero interest in cocaine whatsoever. So like that, just take the cocaine and like the fucking, but just like the like taking over money, fucking, makes me horny, dude. Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street is a fantastic movie. And then the next movie we have, Spinal Tap. Great movie, fantastic movie. I watched it when I was a little kid. I love that movie. I still have it to this day. It's right beneath me as I'm talking in a box of movies. So I have nothing more to say about that. Big bottom. Okay, that's all. Next one, Requiem for a Dream. This movie is so fucked up. This is a movie that you guys should watch stoned to the bone. Barbecued, fucking blitzed, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I know there's a euphemism for smoking weed that I really like, but I can't remember it right now. Requiem for a Dream is so fucking good and so fucking dark. I'm actually reading a book by Hubert Selby Jr. right now. He's the guy who actually wrote Requiem for a Dream, which is a dark book. Like, I haven't read that, but I'm sure the book's even darker than the movie. It's a fantastic movie. I'm pretty sure it's a Darren Aronofsky film. And so he's a great filmmaker as it happens. So the fact that he went ahead and made a movie out of this insanely great source. What's it called? Yeah, Darren Aronofsky. Aronofsky. I don't know how to say it. The Aronofsky guy. You guys know him. He's the one who did movies such as Google Work Faster so I can sound like I know Darren Aronofsky films. Darren Aronofsky, he's the guy who did... Where's all his movies? You know when they usually just show the movies a fucking guy does? He did Pie and Mother and The Fountain, and I haven't heard any of these movies. Jesus. Jackie. Jesus, maybe he didn't. The Wrestler, The Fighter, and I think the next one is The Mixed Martial Artist. You know what? Really not that stoked on any of these movies. Black Swan, maybe. I think Requiem for a Dream is really the only movie he did that I give a fuck about. Yeah, so maybe Darren Aronofsky is a fucking chump, but this movie's great. I recommend it to everyone, especially if you're high. You'll never smoke weed again when you're done with it. Oh shit, hold on. Hello, you're on the podcast.
Hello.
Oh, that cutout was horrible. What's up?
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, try it again.
Say hello, listeners.
Yeah, what's up? What are you doing?
Oh. I'm going to the post office now and then Target, but I wanted to know what you wanted for dinner. If you wanted tacos or if you want chicken or pasta.
Ooh,
Or chicken and pasta.
Chicken and pasta sounds great. Tacos
Yeah.
sound great, but we live in San Diego. I feel like we're going to have tacos every other night if we're not careful.
Okay, okay.
I would love chicken and pasta. Thank you so much for asking.
You are so welcome.
I'm never this nice to her, guys. It's just because I'm being recorded.
That's not true.
Okay.
Love you.
All right, love you. Text me when you're safe. Go to Winged Angels.
Okay, I will.
Love you.
Thanks. Love
Bye.
you. Bye.
Interrupt my fucking podcast, you fucking wench. Are you kidding me? Okay, Requiem for a Dream. Yeah, watch Requiem for a Dream. Next movie, my friend recommends Mad Max 1 or 2. See? Mel Gibson, King. He's great. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, I think. I don't know. His dad's going to live to 110 because he keeps flying him down to Panama and shooting. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to skip right past that. Mad Max is the greatest. I love Mad Max 1 and 2. Beyond Thunderdome's cool, but not. That's one of those movies you go watch high too. This next one. This is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. This person just recommended Velocipaster. Not Velociraptor, but, Velocipaster. Yeah, I know you've seen the memes. I know you've seen, the perfect film doesn't exist. Velocipaster. Like, that's the meme. That's the joke going around. Why are you people watching this shit? Like, stop. Watch a decent fucking movie. These are intentionally just Sharknado fucking shit left and right. It's just all it's like, oh, it's funny because I'm dumb movies. I hate them. Stop. Like, B movies were made because I don't even know why they were made, but B movies were made with some like dignity back then. Now they're just leaning into the joke, and it's stupid. It's the most hipstery fucking dumb version. It's literally the Brooklyn hipster of movies. Stop it. It's so, we're ironic. We made a movie so bad, everyone knows it's bad, and that's the joke because it's bad. Fucking horrible people. All right, and then this next person I actually blocked and I'm no longer speaking to, but they recommended that movie Cuties on Netflix, where all the girls go hit age 11 and then start twerking and shit. I don't know. Yeah, disgusting. And that's all I have to say about that. And congratulations to those of you who canceled your Netflix subscription, because that means you weren't on your parents and you actually paid for one. So that's, a success in my eyes. So that one, gross. And of course they said that. Ugh. I mean, although that would be pretty funny if you could make someone watch any movie and you were like, here, I'm going to make you the movie that's going to ruin your life and everyone's going to think you're a pedophile pervert. Just do it. That'd be funny. Just like, hey, here you go. Fuck you. So they were obviously joking, I hope. So that was a good joke. I like that. If you could make anyone watch any movie, this person says Idle Hands. This is a listener of the podcast, like you all are, and I'm really excited they said Idle Hands. I'm just gonna start by saying I don't read your guys' names because I don't know if you guys want to stay anonymous or if you want me to out the fact that you like bad movies like Rubber or Thankskilling or Velocipaster. So if you do, just know if you're submitting something onto the Instagram, I am gonna use it for the podcast, or it's basically like a release. I do have guest releases, so if you're ever on the podcast, you will have to sign a release form. Sorry. But yeah, so just know that I'm not saying your names out of respect, but pretty soon I'm just gonna start outing all of you for liking Cuties and shit. You fucking pervert. It was actually a woman who sent that, so what do I care? Women pedophiles, those aren't real. Idle Hands. This person recommended Idle Hands. If you guys don't know, it's a movie with that guy from the Butterfly Effect, and then that guy Devon Sawa, I think, is in it. And then get this, if this isn't already selling the movie for you, you get to see a finger go into Jessica Alba's butthole. Not like straight up like porn, like, when you're like doing a chick from behind, you pop the thumb in there for like control, like you're like riding a bull, and not like that, but it's like this guy's hand's possessed and he fucking can't help it, and he sticks his finger in Jessica Alba's ass, and is honestly one of the first things I ever masturbated to, because God bless Jessica Alba's butthole, right? So that's that. Thank you for all those people who recommended those movies. I know that took up a huge chunk of time, but that's what do I'm in bed in my pajamas. Like, I don't have a job right now. You know why? Because I quit my job already. Guys, I had a job here. I've lived here for about 2 weeks, and I did have a job. I got a job. Went into a couple interviews, real casual. Honestly, guys, I'm going to have to stop this for a second, because I'm not even ready to tell you. I'm not even ready to go into detail, but I guess I am. So I'll be right back in a second. Let me get more coffee and take a piss, and it's on. Hey, Bad Etiquette listener, if you're enjoying the show and would like to support the podcast, you can donate to our PayPal at paypal.me/baddallas. We are back. I had a job for about 45 minutes to an hour. I did not get fired. I know that's what you're thinking. Where do I begin? Maybe we can start at the beginning. Me and Kylie were looking for a gym. Kylie and I tried a couple gyms out here. The first one we went to, I loved. She did not. It was a big meathead gym. Everyone was on steroids or just like shredded. There was like women just taking fucking selfies of their big old butts and dumb, it was just like, it was like the things people are scared about at gyms that they think they're going to find. And I know, because I also felt that way. I'm not just saying this is how she felt. And it was all right. It was just like whatever. I enjoyed the place because I could tell that if there's this many people on steroids, these people are literally on drugs to be here. That's how much they love lifting weights and getting like into shape and like bodybuilding and powerlifting and like heavy lifting. So I was like, okay, I like this kind of dedication. Anyone who's on drugs to be there, like that's how much they like it. That's where in my mind, that's like where I want to be or where I want to go. So she didn't really care for it, and I was like, damn, that sucks. I had a good workout, got some fucking deadlifts, whatever. It was great. I hadn't deadlifted in like a year. It felt amazing. So also hurt the shit out of my back at the same time. So also, I don't think I've ever sweat more in my life outside of a jiu-jitsu gym than I did at that gym. It was great. It's unfortunately not the gym we ended up going to next. The gym we tried next after I agreed to try multiple gyms, even though my heart was set on the gym first. We went to a Crunch Fitness. I had heard of Crunch Fitness. It's definitely a corporate one. Like, there's franchises of it. I had seen it in the mall where I grew up before, and I was like, okay. But then I remember a couple friends of mine, or acquaintances, friends, I don't know if they necessarily consider me that, whatever, but there's these guys in the band Yearbooks were actually doing deadlifts there. We're actually like squatting, doing power lifts, benching. I don't know. They were doing this at a time when I was actually competing in powerlifting. So I saw that and I was like, that's cool. They can do that there, because I had heard, because I went to like a really cool, like independently owned gym, that other gyms were not so hot about people lifting heavy, being like actual fucking weightlifters places, which is so stupid. Fucking Planet Fitness. Fucking dumb cunts. And I was excited about that. My friend Carlos and Kevin, he's a listener. Kevin Leeds, lead singer, Yearbooks. He just got married. Does he have a kid? I have no idea. He's doing adult shit. Also, with that being said, his brother Brett Ryan Leach just released his first debut single. I'm still waking up. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I listened to it. I really enjoyed it. Maybe I'll share it again. But they were at Crunch Fitness, and I was like, cool, they can get away with that there. They can kind of do lifts there. Maybe it's not such a bad place after all. And I had this in mind vaguely swimming around there when I went to this gym with Kylie. We went there, and as soon as we walked in, there's this guy, clearly the manager, the guy running the show, but also kind of not. Just looks at us and he goes, "There they are." Excuse me? Do I know you? There, like, it definitely felt like he was like, like he had done this before. This was his opening line. He has drilled this interaction with people a lot. Basically got all our info, gave us a tour, did the day pass, waived the day use fee or whatever, maybe, I don't remember. We went and worked out. It was cool, indoors. The biggest gym I've ever seen in my life. Turns out it's actually I think the biggest Crunch Fitness in the country. But it was a really big gym. There's a basketball court. There's a ton of machines. There's like a CrossFit looking section with like some heavy, well, not real heavy bags. They were like really soft, kind of like pathetic punching bags. No one was punching them. Actually, that's not true. I did one time. I went there last week. Saw this kid punching him, and he was kicking him, with shoes on, which if you ever do in a fucking gym, they're gonna kick you out, because if you kick a bag with your shoes on, the fucking sole is gonna rip the canvas that's holding the bag together, you stupid shit. Anyways, but it doesn't matter. Big gym. They had an outdoor section. They had 2 pools. They had a place upstairs. There was a karate studio, which is fucking hilarious. There was a whole boxing room upstairs, but these are all like classes that like weren't available right now because it's closed or the pandemic or some shit. And we worked out there and it was cool. And then I'd vaguely kind of like asked the guy, not vaguely, let me tell this fucking story right. As he was getting us signed up on his little stupid iPad, and I was like, "What are you guys hiring right now? You need work right now?" He's like, "Oh, why?" And I was like, just asking, need a job, of course. Just moved here." And he was like, "Huh, okay, we'll come in, later this week. You coming in to work out later this week? Maybe we can talk and hang out." And whatever the fuck. That's literally how we talked. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to remember because I already pushed this shit out of my memory so hard because it was so gross working there. So I see him again a couple days later. We're working out, and he's like, "Oh, come in Saturday, and we'll talk, and we'll get info. We'll interview. Just come in your workout clothes. You can work out. Just come in gym clothes." Okay. So I show up. He doesn't say anything. He's like, "Oh, you know what? I'm on a conference call. I actually do this super shitty thing too. Like I walk up to the people on the day that I was supposed to meet with him for like a casual interview where I was wearing my gym clothes. They're up at the front desk and they're like, "Hi, how can I help you?" And I was like, "I just need to talk to Brad." I'm like, "Okay, well, what do you need to talk to him? I just need to talk to him." Like, I didn't want to tell them that I was there to get this. Should have been my first sign, is that I was so uncomfortable with talking to the people that work there about me working there. Like, it's kind of intimidating. It's kind of annoying. Like when you go up to a place and you're like, "Hey, I'm just wondering, are you guys hiring?" But I was so not intimidated. I was just annoyed that I'd had to tell these people that I would have to work here, or that I was trying to work here too, because I clearly didn't respect them. Didn't give them the respect they probably don't get from anyone because they work at Crunch Fitness. So it's for Hannah's smelly loud ass. And she stinks and she's loud, and lost my train of thought. Oh, and Kylie thought it was rude, and I knew as I said it because it came out clunky. I was like, "Oh, I just need to talk to Brad." And then finally fucking Brad walks up and it's like saves the day, and I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" I don't even say bye, thank you, have a good day, nothing, just move on from those front desk people. I was like, you guys are the lowest of the low. I don't care. Talks to me. He's like, well, do you want to come in? He tells me it's $12 an hour, part-time, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So the part-time, this should have been sign number 1 or 2. Definitely up there. It was, but it wasn't. I don't know. I don't know how seriously I took my attempt at this job, but I will tell you that I was in shorts every time I talked to someone, which is hilarious. Because I think you should only be wearing shorts if you're working out or swimming, but swimming's kind of working out. Like, if you walk around in shorts just casually, you're gross. No one wants to see that. You gotta have some like fucking killer. I'm talking about men. Ladies, you wear whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. I'm not a chick. I don't dress in your weird outfits. Whatever. The part-time is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that means, in case you were looking to have fun, if anything was reopening, possibly during this pandemic, a Thursday night, no. Friday night, no. Saturday, no. Sunday, a night of peace, a closing, no. You can't have that either. Also, you're getting paid the same amount as a federal inmate, $12 an hour. I was just like, nah. Like, I had heard it, and I was like, that's not enough. I don't need that. And then I spoke a couple days later to my mom on the phone, and she was like, well, job's a job, just do what you can till in the meantime. And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. Why don't I do that? Why don't I just fucking get a job in the meantime, have a couple, some carrying around cash? And then I thought about it, and I was like, I don't know, do I earn more unemployment? And Kylie's like, yeah, do you even have like more money when you're not working because you're on unemployment? Like, wouldn't that be better? I'm like, well, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'll just work there. Nah. And then I like calculated it. I like lied to myself where I was like, here, I'll do 20 hours a week at $12 an hour, no tax. And then we're going to go multiply that by 20, 60, 80. 80 times 12 was 12 times 80. What is that? It's 1,200 something. I don't know. And it was like, no, see, this is way more money. This is more money. But it wouldn't have been because taxes and, unemployment. They take the tax out. I have them take the tax out. I know how much I'm getting. Crunch Fitness, I don't know what they're going to do to me. I know what I claim. It doesn't matter. This is boring. This is unnecessary details. Great storyteller. Oh, did I tell you the cowboy's horse was blue? Like, it doesn't matter. Sorry, I have fucking coffee and banana in my system, so the burps are coming. So he tells me to show up at 10:30 in the morning. Not an unreasonable time. It's honestly a great time. I think that's the time when I'm like, I could do that. I can be a responsible adult and show up to sign paperwork to get the employment process started. And I was just like, cool. It was just that easy. I just talked to him, and he told me, like, show up, we'll do the paperwork. And I was like, cool. Did the paperwork, did a ton of paperwork, so fucking annoying. Had to sign a bunch of things that I'm about to violate right now. Arbitration, the shit like that. No trade secrets, none of that, Said I couldn't give any of that shit away. And then they were there to give me, the HR lady and him were there collecting paperwork that I signed, filled out in a dark, like, they didn't have a space for me to fill the paperwork out, so I had to do it beneath the stairs in this like defunct body composition area where like they like scan your fitness needs or whatever. And you could tell it's just like dusty machine, hasn't been used since pre-pandemic. There's no electricity down here. It was essentially, I was in the room that Harry Potter lived in, the room under the stairs in the Sorcerer's Stone, or the Philosopher's Stone, if you're one of my lovely listeners from the UK. I actually peaked at 149 on their charts for comedy interviews. So I really appreciate my listeners in the UK. You guys rock. Thank you. And let me just say I appreciate all of my listeners, and especially these listeners in India. I don't know who you guys are, but you rock, and thank you. I know there's a billion people there, so, you know, I was bound to have some downloads there, but thank you for listening. Please keep downloading and sharing. And thank you, my listeners in Ireland. This sounds like I'm making it up, but I actually have downloads in Ireland, the UK in general, India. It's great. I love that. And my like one Brazilian listener. It's been really awesome. So yeah, guys, fucking, what was I talking about? I was telling the story. Oh yeah, I signed this paperwork, and then you have to wear like a shirt like when you work there, and I was like, oh, that's gross. It's kind of like a uniform. Like you have to wear one of their shirts with their logos on it. They gave me 2 shirts. The grossest blue, like aqua baby blue, like no shirt a man of my intermediate caliber should wear. It's not a flattering color. So why do people do that? Hey, let's make a fucking shirt that no one wants. They have an entire glass case at the front of this Crunch Fitness gym, and it's just filled with old shirts. They're all double X's, triple X's, or extra small. All the ugly colors no one fucking wants. No one has, or the sizes everyone wants in the good colors are gone. So the larges and the blacks and the whites and the reds and the cool greens, gone. Now, they did find me a size large in this gross, disgusting blue shirt. Yuck. Looked like something like, I don't know. What for lack of a better word, the shirt looked gay, and I was just like, I'm not gonna wear this. I know this is the gym. I know there's a men's locker room. I know gay stuff happens. I don't need to wear the shirt. And then they gave me actually a really cool colored shirt, which is like army olive green and black Crunch logo. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna wear this one every fucking day. This is the only one I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna cut the other shirt up and use it as like strips of toilet paper for when Kylie uses all of it, and I'm out of that. Like, I'm just gonna use that instead. That other shirt, the green shirt, the one that is actually poop green, that's the one I like. That's the one that I will not use to wipe my ass. So I'll use that one instead. That's great. That'd be great. And then I'm leaving. I'm signing all the paperwork, and he says, cool, you're good to go. You want to come in at 10 tomorrow? And the HR person says, yeah, come in tomorrow, watch these tutorial videos. You can kind of know how the system works. And I was like, cool, sounds good. I'll see you at 10. A little earlier than 10:30, not a problem. Maybe you just want to get my shit out of the way and done for the day. Sounds great. And I was like, cool. So I'm just going to show up in my gym clothes, all casual, like I have been. Right? No one told me. No one said anything. No one said, hey, your first day of work is tomorrow. Hey, your first day of work is at 10 a.m. and then we'll end hours later. You will be the mid shift. You will have a lunch break. No one said any of this. So no one said any of that whatsoever. So I showed up the next day in track pants, like lounge pants, and my regular plain colored t-shirt. Pick any color you want, as long as it is the color of toxic masculinity. That's the color I was probably wearing. I just showed up and I said, hey, how's it going? And I walk up and I could tell there's something the matter. Now, the manager, he's wearing a mask. I can tell, even though there's a mask obscuring his fucking face, that he is giving me a funny look. I showed up right around 10. It's a little before 10. I show up early, always. Early is on time is late, and late is absolutely fucking unacceptable in my eyes. That is how I live my life. He says 10. I'm showing up at 9:45. I show up. I walk in. I go, hey, how's it going? And he goes, you don't have do you not get a Crunch Fitness shirt? I was like, yeah, you gave me 2 yesterday. What about it? He's like, well, you need to wear one. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I totally would have worn one. I didn't know I was coming in for like a work day. I thought I was coming in to watch some of the tutorial videos like I have done at most every job Starbucks did it. Fucking Walgreens did it. Like, I know. Like, oh, the hotel did it. I know. I come in, usual clothes, just whatever, at least somewhat acceptable clothes. It's like, it looked like I was supposed to be at a gym with what I was wearing, just like them. But it wasn't the Crunch shirt. So already I was like, ugh, yuck. Like, you're giving me like a dress code talk the day I'm coming in for, 2 hours to watch some videos? So I was like, okay, strike one. Day one. I'm done. This is stupid. I hate this. And then strike 2. You know what? I remember they scoured this entire gym, the biggest gym in the franchise, in the company, in the country, in the company of franchises, the biggest gym. They looked the entire place. They had 2 size large t-shirts. That's as big as I'll go. Any bigger looks funny. I have those 2 t-shirts at home. They did not tell me to wear them. I did not know I was coming in for a day 1 of work. Everything has been super casual, super like, just word of mouth, just show up, 10 a.m., cool, 10:30, fill out some paper, cool, 10, watch some videos, cool, I can do that. Now, I don't get a schedule. I don't get a fucking warning. I don't get one of the large shirts that I had at home. So I can see that he's looking for shirts. I already know I am fucked, and I will not be wearing a cool, colored, fitting shirt. Cool colors, gone. Sizes of mine, gone. You know what I ended up wearing? A extra large lime green Crunch Fitness shirt. Disgusting. It's the color of toxic waste. This is the color of the shit that turned the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles into walking, talking, shredder, bashing motherfuckers. It is the same color. It is the color of green apple taffy. It is the green that you see as a child everywhere you go. It is the color. It's disgusting. It's nothing a 25-year-old grown man with the second biggest balls in California. Me. I definitely have huge testicles. Just kidding. But fucking... so I have to go back under the room, under the stairs, the little Harry Potter room. No privacy. There's no door. It's just like a partition with darkness and a lamp that doesn't work, and like my pen that I left there yesterday that I used to fill out paperwork in the dark. I probably drew dicks on accident. Yeah, right. And I had to change out of my shirt that I loved, the color of toxic masculinity, army green, that was the shirt color, spoiler, into the lime green sadness color under this in this room, and then just come out and then leave my shirt, my belonging, and my water bottle just strewn about among the other desk stuff. You know how at first, so that's humiliating. So I'm already humiliated that I have to wear this ugly fucking shirt. I get talked down to by someone who's literally like been so chill, car salesman, bro, dude, just come in the other day. Well, check it out. Well, talk about it. So strike 2 and 3 have already gone. Now, now begins the tour. Remember when I said that me and Kylie went to this place, gave him the info, signed the waiver, he gave us a tour, big place. He starts giving me a tour again. And I'm starting to think, I don't think this asshole remembers who I am. I know he knows who I am because he knew who I was when I didn't have the right shirt on, but he apparently didn't remember the fact that I do have 2 of the shirts yesterday. He did know that he said come in at 10 a.m., but for some reason forgot to mention that I was coming in for a 7-hour shift and forgot to fucking give me the tour? No, he is giving me the tour again. And starts telling me, like, this place is like your house. You know, if you come home and it's a mess, you need to clean up. And I'm just like, can you be more fucking, like, basic about it? And I'm trying to think, and I was like, this guy's seen my paperwork. You're not allowed to ask how old I am, but he fucking knows how old I am. Right? Let me describe this man. And I have no hard feelings towards him, but because I am a shit-talking comedian, I'm going to give it to him. Just for levity's sake, whatever. Brevity's sake? I don't know. This hairless, let me describe to you this man. He is a middle-aged, completely hairless white man. He has no hair on his body, no hair on his legs. I can't believe I saw his fucking legs. Ew. No hair on his arms. The only thing on his arm is a Marine Corps tattoo that looks brand new. He's middle-aged. He was probably in the Marines 20 years ago. Not brand new looking. It's a brand new Marine Corps tattoo. It's on his forearm. I even thought to myself, I was like, I don't think this guy was in the Marine Corps. It's too new of a tattoo. That's like me getting like I was in the DARE program when I was in 6th grade. Better get a DARE tattoo right now. It's like, but did you just get that? The DARE program's done. They don't even do that anymore. What are you doing? The Marine, that fucking, I don't know shit about ranking, but whatever. But it was suspicious. And then someone was leaving the gym and they said, hey, is that a new tattoo? And he goes, oh, I just wear long sleeves all the time. And it's like, it's a new fucking tattoo. This guy's a fucking fake. He's a poser. And I was trying to think, and I was like, all this guy does is just recruit people to his gym. I think he was just in the Marines for like a hot second to recruit other Marines and never served in any kind of like combat or anything like that. I don't think this guy is a fucking real Marine. Now, mind you, he looks like soft baby shit. Like he is skinny fat. He's the general manager of a gym and has no muscle definition in any capacity. Makes no sense. Completely hairless. Talks like a bad car salesman. Whose fucking alarm is going off? Seriously? I thought I moved out of the ghetto. Why is someone's car alarm going off? This is fucking ridiculous. I know car alarms go off, people. I'm not a fucking ignoramus, but Jesus. Where is this car? Okay, thank you, idiot. Fuck. I don't even know if you guys heard that. It was literally just me listening to a fucking car alarm going off. So this naked, soft, mole rat, hairless man is trying to tell me that this place is like my house. That this gym. I was like, first of all, my house will never be this big, even if I make it big, because I would never spend that much money on a house this big. It's too much room, it's too much space, not necessary. And like the first thing we do is literally just like get a paper towel and like wipe up like some shit off of the hand sanitizer station. And this is, I knew right then this was like strike 4 or 5. He fucking just wipes up like old hand sanitizer, like liquid perspiration that someone spilled there, or it was someone's sweat. I have no idea. And just swipes it up And as I see him doing that, I see the extent of the job right there. And I go, oh, that's about it. That's all I am. I am a paper towel just wiping something up. I've wiped up stuff with paper towels at every job I've ever worked at. Happened at the Christmas tree place, happened at the 2 skate shops I worked at, happened at the factory where I built skateboards, happened at the hotel, happened at the 2 Starbucks I worked at, happened at Walgreens. I know that comes into play. The one thing that I did at every job was wipe something up with the paper towel and sweep. And I go, okay, swallow your pride, Dallas. You're just wiping something up, whatever. And he starts like walking me around through this gym, and there's all these like people, you know, getting into shape, you know, or at least trying, you know, just lying to themselves. They're not really making any progress. They're just like there to trick themselves, whatever. You know, typical gym people, just raging insecurity. I'm clearly the most secure out of everyone in the story. So I realized I'm wearing a fucking lime green shirt. Everyone can see me. This is embarrassing. I am hideous. It's an extra large. It's making me look fatter than I am. It looks like a dumb, big, long dress. I'm wearing baggy cargo pants, for me at least. I lied to you. I didn't even wear track pants. I wore cargo pants. That's how fucking uninterested in this job I was. Gives me a tour of the place. I see that they have the worst boiler room. It's the biggest gym in the country for this company. They have the smallest janitor room, and he shows me, and I go, oh, this is where like the janitors would be working, right? And he's like, well, yeah, and this is where you'll get your cleaning supplies and paper towels. And I was like, and you'll do laundry when we bring towel service back. And I was like, oh, so like I'm like the janitor too. I'm like, okay, so I'm like the person who like tidies the gym, but I'm the janitor too. I was like, no, I thought I saw some janitors. I thought I saw some people of, you know, Central American descent, if you will, that were cleaning stuff. And I was like, yeah, okay, I grew up in California. That's a normal sight. I'm a white guy. I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. I was just making an observation. And I go, okay, I think that all they're doing is spraying stuff down, cleaning it up. And I was like, that's like janitor. I get that. And I'm not saying I'm above the job if it was me. I'm just saying, I was like, okay, I saw someone else. They were the janitor, right? I'm not the janitor. They're the janitor. These people who are from Haiti. Anyways, not Haiti. I'm just kidding, guys. I have no idea. I try not to sound like I'm making it about race, but I did because I'm an idiot. I thought someone else was the janitor. Turns out I'm also part of the janitor. And then we're walking through the locker rooms, opening lockers, just cleaning things up, just like picking up people's trash. I'm like, I can't wait till for a second there, I thought I was going to end up hitting someone's needle that they shoot up steroids with. But then I realized this is Crunch Fitness. No one here is on steroids. They all are just like anyone who's like in shape there, you can tell is just like, they just got like their first bucket of like whey protein or creatine. So they're real bloated arms, real bloated fat. They think they're swole, but they're really just water weight and swollen. And they still, for some reason, can't deadlift as much as me. I'm like, that's weird. Your muscles just how big. What happened? I can't deadlift that much. It was so disheartening. And then walked up to the front of the fucking counter where that's where the majority of my shift was going to be spent. So I'm the janitor. I'm going to be the cleaning guy. I'm going to be fucking tidying stuff up for $12 an hour. Mind you, I haven't been paid $12 an hour ever. I've been, maybe when I worked at Starbucks, it was like $12 an hour. That's the lowest amount of money I've ever been paid, except maybe working at Suck Connection in Lompoc. So it's not my first job. He's talking to me like it's my first job. He's like, yeah, when the people come in, you gotta like ask them like, where are you coming from? What brings you in today? Like, I don't know how to talk to a person. Like, I've never been in customer service. And then I realized, I'm like, this guy doesn't remember me. He doesn't remember the 3 fucking days I came in to interview. He doesn't remember the resume he had me email him that has all of the info that says, don't talk to me like this. I've had a job before, you fucking fuck, you bald fucker. And then I thought maybe he was in the Marines because he shakes all the time, like he has onset Parkinson's. Maybe he has some neurological damage, and that's why he doesn't have any muscle definition, because he can't physically lift anything, which is why he's hiring me to lift the sanitizer bottles and people's dirty towels and shit for $12 an hour. This was an entry-level job. I am not entering. I am on the back 9 of the 20s. I'm going to 30. 30 is closer to me than 20 was. 20 is gone. 30 is closer. I will be 40 years old in 15 years. By the time I'm 30, just 3 of those little time jumps, I'll be 40. And this fucking guy, I wanted to fuck it. But then I felt sorry for him, because I was like, this guy clearly has neurological damage issues, can't hold things, can't lift weights, has no muscle definition, lost all the hair on his body, has a brand new tattoo for a fucking Marine Corps he never served in, but maybe he did, because that's why he's neurologically damaged and he's shaking shit and he's spilling hand sanitizer everywhere. And then I realized, I'm like, I think this guy's the one who spilled the hand sanitizer, and then he just had to clean it up because he knew exactly where it was. What an interesting start. We're there at the front counter. This all happens in 45 minutes. I know it's taking me 2 hours to tell this story. This happens in 45 minutes. So that's why there might be some, like, you know, lacking in details or vividity. I go to the front desk. He's at the front desk. He's telling me my job is to sell people memberships. I go, okay. Cool. He says, there's no commission. I go, ouch, why not? And he's like, that's just, there's no commission for you selling memberships, but that's the goal of your job. You got to talk to people. And mind you, this is a better way to talk to someone that I'm doing than what he was doing, because it was condescending. It was like, he doesn't know that I'm closer to his age than I'm closer to like the girl next to me working's age, the like fresh out of high school. Like, I think I'm closer to his fucking age than her fucking age. I'm like, I think I'm her age plus my age is your age, maybe. I don't know. I'm bad at math. God, I'm losing my fucking train of thought here. I'm getting so frustrated thinking about it. It's bringing up all these bad thoughts. So I have to sit there at the front, and he's like, let's just have you take people's temperatures. So I have to sit there outside with a temp gun pointed at people's head and go, hold it right there, and then pull a trigger, and then fucking see if they're cool enough to come in. I'm literally the bouncer of this place, but not really, because I don't bounce anyone, not going to touch anyone, just going to scan. So I have to tell people that they have to wear their masks to work out in. They have to wear their masks to work out in. So we're upstairs at one point. I'm backtracking because I'm remembering details. When he's going through the whole place, he's giving me the tour, walking around. He's like, telling me that we have to tell people they have to wear their masks while they work out. I think that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard of. I think wearing your mask while you're working out, if you're going to work out somewhere and you're going to wear your mask, you're going to have a bad time. It's not fun. You can't breathe as well. Listen, I know that it's stopping the droplets and COVID, stopping your grandmother from being killed and all this shit. I get it. I know why people wear masks. If I wear a mask, it's for the person who doesn't wear a mask that might infect someone. It's good, whatever. I'm not arguing about the mask thing. But I am going to say that it does impede your breathing quite a bit. It's not impossible
to fucking breathe in them. I worked a whole summer in an epoxy factory, wore a mask for 12 hours a day. It was the fucking worst. All I wanted to do was just rip my mask off and go breathe like a normal fucking human. I started to find every excuse I could to get the fuck out of the room to go breathe, maybe in the bathroom where people were shitting, where it was a better quality of air than what I was getting through this mask. Or maybe I'd go out to the woodworking factory where all the sawdust was getting into my veins and nasal passages because I wanted to get out of this fucking mask. You want me to work out in a mask, you stupid fuck? And then he tells me we have to tell people that. And then he points to a guy across the gym on the second level, and he says, "See that guy over there?" And I go, "Oh, great, he's going to tell him to put his mask on. This is going to suck." He says, "That guy's fine. There's no one around him. It's fine. Like, I'm not worried about him." So, okay, so we're not telling people to wear their masks. And I look around and I go, there's like 10 people up here without their fucking masks on. You know, good for them, right? You know, stick it to the man. But fucking, it was like, you hypocrite. I remember I came into this gym and worked out without a mask on every time I came in. Do you remember that? No, apparently not. It just all of a sudden came up. And I guess they had some sort of review where they were going to get shut down. You know? I don't know. I guess they find out if they get shut down. Maybe that was Tuesday. It was yesterday. That's when they find out. I'm recording this on Wednesday the 23rd. Or maybe this is the 24th. I don't know. Is it the 23rd? It's 23rd. Yeah. Disgusting, man. Fucking disgusting. Just gross. I have to check people. And then he tells me, make sure everyone has a towel when they come in. I go, okay. They have to have a towel when they come in? She's like, yeah, they can't come in if they don't have a towel. So I'm like, oh, so they're paying you guys a membership fee to work out here. You guys won't give them towels, but you'll sell them towels. He goes, yeah, that's right. I go, okay, got it. Whatever. I don't tell anyone they can't come in if they don't have a towel. So I'm at the front, the automatic doors that open. I'm shooting people with the heat gun, pointing them at them. 0 hot people come in. That's a big red flag. If you have a gym and no hot people come in, what the fuck? There's something wrong with this place. So that's a big bummer, because you think, oh, I'm gonna be at the gym, there's gonna be some hotties around here, there's gonna be some shredded dudes, some big deep squatting bootied women. None of that. I was like, gross. Bunch of fucking old middle-aged people and gross people that are not hitting their goals in the gym, clearly. And the manager, and he has to intercept everyone that I let in. So I just start letting people in. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, scan them. Cool, got a mask here. Your temperature is something. I scanned, with the temp gun, whatever. People just start walking, and he's like, oh, you got a workout towel today? And then, you got a workout towel today? You can't come in without a workout towel. No, always need to have a towel when you work out. And fucking what? Dude, no. There's paper towels there and disinfectant spray everywhere. I don't know if you've ever been to a gym, but that's pretty typical, where you can spray things down and wipe it up, and the towel is just it's good etiquette to have, but they require you to have it, and then they don't provide you any complimentary that you're paying them to be there for, but they'll make you buy their towels. Stupid, right? Fucking stupid. $3 a towel. He sold so many towels, he kept having to rip open every single person who walks in that knows him, doesn't recognize me, is usually coming in. They have their little ding, little beep, beep, little key card they scan to check into the gym. They're like, what? Since when? When has that started? Oh my God. What? You mean we can't come in without towels? People have just been coming in for months that have been there for over a year. Just well, we have to have towels now? Yeah, there's mother and son literally left. We're leaving because they couldn't come in without their workout towels. And he was like, oh, let me go. Stop them. I'll just hook them up, give them a free towel, and just pussyfoots over there, meanders, lets them get away, and I watch him let them get away and leave and not even get them the towels they needed. And I was like, you fucking chicken shit. They come back like 20 minutes later with their towels, and he goes, oh, guys, well, you left in such a hurry. I was gonna hook you up with some free towels. No, he wasn't. He fucking didn't even try. I could have ran there quicker than him, this fucking fake Marine. What is that called? Stolen valor. And then he's telling me when there's no customers here, he's like, you gotta sell these memberships. You don't get any commission. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck is that about? What's my incentive? He's like, what do you mean? What's their incentive to sign up? And I'm like, oh no, what's my incentive to get them to sign up if I don't even get a commission? He's the car salesman, remember? He's the one talking like car salesman. So I'm thinking, that's weird. Why is he so adamant about memberships if I get no commission? And so I was like, what's my incentive? And he goes, what, a job? And it was just like, I already got that. I'm here. We already got the job. I'm doing the job. I'm scanning people, telling them they need towels. They're loving me. You think they really want to fucking sign up for a membership? And he tells me, it's like, well, how about this? How about something called a peer performance review? And it was like, oh, what's that? And he's like, that's where we tally up all the memberships that each person sells. And that reflects how well you're doing. And I go, well, yeah, that's pretty fucking normal of a job. And then I realize, I'm like, again, he doesn't think I've ever had a fucking job before, this stupid fuck. And then he lets it slip, and he's like, and as a manager, you can make up to 80. I'm like, 80,000. So he can make up to $80,000 a year because of commission he gets from memberships we convince people to sign up for. So I'm getting paid $12 an hour. Lame. I get him more money by working harder for him. He gets paid more, and he gets our commission. That's fucking stupid, and that's fucked up. There's no room for advancement. It was not. And then I was like, this is horrible. Then he gets busy with some guests trying to sign him up for some membership or something, trying to get his commission. And then I asked this other girl who was working there at the front desk with me, her name, I won't tell you her name, but she was a sweetheart. I asked her, I was like, do you like this job? And she goes, yeah. And just this big pause beforehand. I'm like, you fucking liar. I said it straight to her face too. I was like, you fucking liar. You don't like this job. You hesitated. And she was like, and it's like, I got you. You know, she was really cool, really nice. And I could tell she didn't want to be there either. And there's something very obvious when no one speaks to your manager when they're around. It means no one likes working there. Like, there was 2 or 3 employees that came by, walked by, didn't say a fucking word to Brad, didn't look at him. Whoops, I let his name slip. And fucking just breaks my heart, man. No one liked him. I was feeling sorry for him because he was like a nice guy, but there's a whole lot of bullshit going on. You know when people are nice, you can tell they can be nice, but there's just too much bullshit coming out of their mouth. We all have that one friend where it's just like, man, if you were just like genuine for like 5 seconds, you'd be great. If you were just like real with us for like, a day, we could always hang out. But like, you have that one friend who's just like such a fucking full of shitter, just a bullshitter, just like can't be genuine about shit. I don't know. And it's fucking stupid. No commission, man. And then I ask him again. I asked her, like, if she likes working there. She doesn't. And I was like, what did you do before this? And she was like, oh, I was a babysitter. She basically said she was a babysitter. And I go, oh, okay. So then it's kind of really sinking in, like, I should not fucking be here. Like, she's a young girl who was babysitting before this. This is like her first job. This is like someone's first job place. I'm just, you know, there's grown men there. There's personal trainers that work there. I saw them other places, and I was like, fuck, like, that's where I should be, doing what they're doing. Why am I here? Why did I let myself get trapped here? This makes no sense. She leaves on her lunch break. I told her, I was like, I got to be honest with you. I almost quit when he first started walking me around this place 10, 20 minutes ago. Because it's all happened in 45 minutes, an hour, all this. And I remember the first time I looked, it was 15 minutes in to this whole debacle. I thought it had been an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I thought I had been there so long. I looked at the clock. It was 10:15. That was like strike 3 or 4 going on to the 4th or 5th with the paper towel. Anyways, so we're on like strike 7 now. She leaves. She doesn't think I'm serious, but I say, hey, by the time you get back, I may be gone. I may be gone. She leaves on her lunch break. It's probably 10:30 now. I'm talking to Brad, and I go, so is there like how much is a membership? Because he's going over the membership prices. And I go, okay, is there an annual fee? And he goes, yeah, annual fee is about $79, $80 a year. But I don't tell anyone that when they sign up. Like, just flat out says, like, but I don't tell anyone that. And it's like, so that's a hidden fee. There's an annual fee. Like, people have to pay $50, $60, $70 a month, depending on what tier membership they get. Plus, if you get the platinum locker room, that's $60 more a month. And then on top of that, there's an $80 annual fee. I didn't say any of this to him, but I go, oh, okay. Gotcha. And then I went and scanned some people's temperatures that were walking in. You know, then I get back to the counter. I stand there with him, pop my mask off, and I go, you know what? I got to be honest. I don't think this job's for me. Just fucking like crushes him for a second, just like a split second. He composed himself. He goes, oh, okay, why you say that? I was like, I think I'm overqualified for this. I think I jumped into this too quickly. I've had a lot of work experience, and I just think this is a big step back. I think I would make the same amount or more on unemployment right now, and I think I'd rather just wait around for something a little better. And goes, okay. And he like changes his tone completely and like starts speaking like a real person to me. And it's like this, it's like the thing with your friend where you're like, God, that was so good. You were cool for like 5 minutes. And then there's such a huge wave of relief because I know I'm never coming back to this place that I start enjoying taking people's temperatures and talking to them. And it's just like, hey, how you doing today? Where are you coming from? Hey, let me scan your temperature there real quick. Sorry, wrist works. Yeah, 97.3. You're good. Come on. And then I even flip the gun upside down because Brad says, the crunch manager, who shall go nameless, says if they're 99.9, don't let them in. And I like scan the thing upside down, and it's like 96.9 or whatever I said, or it's like 96.6, and I go, oh look, Brad, you're 99.6. You know, flip the digital thing upside down. He's like, calming down, you know, he's like trying to compose himself because he's mad because he couldn't sell me this job and he can't sell people memberships, and I'm not going to get him commission for working there now. And he starts cooling off and like starts talking to me like a real person, and he says, yeah, this job can be very humbling. Yeah, I was already humbled. I was humbled so much. I was humbled enough that I never wanted to fucking work here again. And then he's like, well, we still got to pay you for 3 hours. I was like, well, if that's the case, I'll stay another 2 hours. I will give you 3 hours of man work, but I quit. He's like, no, that's all right. Here, just sign your resignation. So I'm literally signing my resignation as the girl working the counter. Let's call her Tawny. Tawny comes up, gives me a bag of chips. She went out, got her lunch, came back, and presented me with a bag of chips right as I was leaving. She didn't even know I was leaving, but I made such enough impact on her, and she was like, felt for me, not fell for me. I don't know, maybe. It's so nice, such a sweetheart. Give me a bag of chips, and I was like, I'm already going, Tawny. Signed my resignation and got the fuck out of there. I almost took the shirt off, and I was like, oh, here, this shirt's yours. And the manager was like, no, you keep that. I was like, okay. I still have the other two at my shirt. He's like, oh, bring those back. Bring those ones back. So at some point I got to go back and bring those fucking shirts back to him. The gym, the only two larges they have left in the entire largest Crunch Fitness in the country. So I gave way too much information out. This is like really not good, but yeah, so you can't go to Crunch Fitness without a mask or a towel, but you have to put your mask on when you work out, but not really. Also, you don't have to bring a towel in. You could just buy one there, but they don't provide them anymore, but they used to. And they have platinum locker rooms, but they cost $40 a month right now instead of $60 because they don't get anything in them. There's no towel service, no laundry service, and it's just a nicer locker. Like the locker's made out of like a nicer wood than the polymer the other ones are made out of. I don't know. I came home, told Kylie I quit. She'll never have to see me in that ugly green shirt again. And that was the shortest and at the same time the longest hour of my life at a job. So I'm going to go put that on the resume right now. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I know I did. I'm super happy to be unemployed right now. I've never quit a job so fast in my life. And I hope you guys can please send in emails of your worst work experiences and you quitting your jobs. I would love to read them and share them on the podcast. So if you guys have any that you'd like to have me read and make fun of and bullshit with and want to submit, you can send those to the Instagram page or the Facebook page, Messenger, or badetiquettepodcast@gmail.com. You can send all of these things in and I'll read them. Until then, this has been another edition of the Bad Etiquette Podcast. I crunched in and crunched out. This is the Bad Etiquette Podcast. Where the fuck are you?